yourself Voltron?
I don't know, maybe because it's super badass.
The five guys are always getting their kicked by some, bad guy. And she just knew I'd just sit there, man, and wait. I'm like, they're gonna turn into Voltron. And the leader of Voltron guy would be like, let's turn into Voltron.
Let's go, Voltron!
Force! And now, the kicking of your ass. They announced the plan to solve all the world's problems by joining forces to form one
Voltron was needed once more.
They basically formed Voltron. That's his regard.
This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Childhood icons have great significance to Osage Booth. All right, I myself was very attached to Voltron.
Bye, Mom. First day of school. High school's gonna be awesome. Damn it, I'm such a nerd.
Hey, who's laughing now?
Voltron, defender of the universe.
Are we at New York Comic-Con? Are we in San Diego? No! Are we at Dragon Con? No, we're at New York Comic-Con and this is Voltron's debut. Let me hear it, folks. Come to the Big Apple. Bless you all. I love you. I am Jeremy. I work at Voltron, and yes, I have the greatest job ever. And we have awesome partners that I want to get right to, and all the cool things going on with Voltron. Where's our old school Voltron fans? 84. There we go. Where's the new school fans? The next generation, teaching the children. That's what I'm talking about. That's our jobs here. So we want to launch right into it. We've got a lot of cool stuff to show you. We're going to show you some exclusive things going on. We're going to talk toys. We're going to talk video games. We're going to talk comics and all the cool stuff going on with Voltron. And we want to have time for your questions. So let's launch right in. The first really cool thing we've got going on this December. Dynamite Entertainment Comics. They've got a little something going on. Nick, why don't you introduce yourself, my man?
Hey, I'm Nick Rucci, publisher of Dynamite, and I'm here for Brandon Thomas, the guy who should be here. He's a good writer. Check this out.
Right. So,
Sorry, bad throat, small talk. I'm not good at it.
so who's our cover artist here, Nick? I haven't heard of this guy.
Alex Ross.
You mean God?
Best part, he's doing all the covers.
Dude, that's awesome. All right, here we go. We got a glimpse of some of them here. Nick, tell us about some. I just love his work, and that's who's that? Is that
Wagner Reese.
Okay.
That's Wagner Reese. And we've got Sean Chen coming up, I think.
There you go. Voltron and Earth. What? What's going on with that? He should be in Planet Eris. Oh, what is going on with that? Tell me a little bit about the story, because we're addicted to Brandon's work.
Well, you know what? I'm going to read it. I asked Brandon actually to type up what he would want said.
All right.
Well, may as well hear it from the writer,
Here you go.
right?
Here you go.
So, basically, it's going to be based on the original Lion Force characters. There are going to be similarities from our series and the new Voltron Force animated series, just because great characters, great story. Ours is going to skew a little bit towards the older audience. If you use the reference point of J.J. Abrams with Star Trek Revival, streamlined back to basic approach that acknowledges and references the established history while still taking the world in new, more contemporary directions, this is what you're going to get on Voltron. It's the essence of Voltron. It's the story, and we've got fantastic art that I think we're going to show in a little bit by Ariel Padilla, so you can see where we're going and what direction. And this art has not been seen anywhere. This is the first time we're going to be able to see it.
Do we have that? I'm not sure. I think we just got some of the covers. But cool, indeed.
Nick screwed up.
No. We'll do some stuff on Facebook for sure for those fans. But it's totally awesome. It's great. Brandon's a true fan. He's really mixing it up. He's making like the Voltron Force, like special forces. There's going to be some origins of maybe some characters, in there that you haven't quite thought about. And It's rocking it out. So
Limited series or ongoing?
you know what?
Ongoing.
There you go. Actually, this podium's making me feel like Gaddafi, so I'm going to come out there. We'll get a question. People, who's got a question for Nick about the comics? One question before we start. One question about the comics for Nick. You get a prize. You get something T-shirt. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Here we go. One question. What do you want to know about the Voltron? Of course, Voltron comics. Sorry, coming in December.
Is this all canon with the cartoon that's on TV now?
No. Next question. Here we go. It's totally crazy. It's totally crazy. We're taking it in a fresh direction. It's nuts. It's kind of a good table setter for other bigger projects. We'll take one more. Here we go.
You mentioned that it's going to the core of the original Voltron. Are we going to see core original villains?
Always. And a side of them you may not have seen before. So all right, we're going to keep the classic Voltron stuff going here. I want to introduce, you guys know, I don't know how this happened, but it took us 26 years to get a proper Voltron video game. Peter Armstrong with THQ. He doesn't play like that. Indeed.
A lot of passion at THQ for Voltron, no doubt about it. And it is 26 plus years of pent-up frustration. Where is my game? Where is Voltron the game? And we definitely wanted to deliver on that. And you're going to be able to play as any of the Lions in co-op experience with 5 players all at once online, 2 players at home on your couch, hanging out through the whole story mode. So from the beginning of the Defender of the Universe to the full story arc, you're going to be encountering all of the fan favorite row beasts and goodness with your buddies. And what makes it really unique is when you get to forming Voltron, of course, we had to find a way to get 5 people to play together as one Voltron. So what we did, which is totally unique and has not been done before, or at least to the best of my knowledge, you are able to take turns as Voltron. We didn't want you to just play the leg and, hey, move your leg. That's the gameplay. We wanted something a lot more fun for everybody who's playing. So everybody gets to turn at the full power of Voltron, and then each of the players in support determine how powerful the attacks are. So it's this sort of a turn-based experience where each player gets a turn at the full power of Voltron, the full hose on the Row Beast, where the other players support them. And then the Row Beast will counterattack or try to defend itself, and you have to make sure that you guys work together to stop them. And if you don't quite hit all the buttons at the right time, you might take a little damage, but if you do successfully, you'll counter. So it's this sort of blending of action elements as the Lion and turn-based strategy as Voltron. So it's a good mix of genres.
I guess you brought a exclusive trailer never before seen in your back pocket, right?
That is true, yes.
Your Voltron USB drive. You guys want to see a trailer that nobody's seen before? Let's play about it.
That'd be fine.
All the Lions, each has their own powers, so pick the one that best fits you melee. You like melee, you like range attack, you pick the one that suits your favorite style of gameplay. So it's not just shooting, it's definitely melee. Little co-op action, all 5 Lions. Turn it up on Doom. And then we have little shoot-em-up as well. As you're going from planet to planet, you have a whole shoot-up experience as well, on top of the traditional action elements.
It's a perfect party game, and yes, you're all going to argue who forms that head. And each of the Lions have different attributes, so like Black Lion has that bigger shot but doesn't shoot quite as fast. What I love what you guys did is you don't feel like you're just in tanks or something, this isn't Jackal on the NES, like you are like in Robot Lion. It's like, oh, that's the best mode. The survival mode. Yeah. You're a little you turn into your little space explorer, the little green guys are trying
If
to
your
kill
buddies
you.
don't help you out, you're in trouble. So you definitely cooperate.
You go the way of Sven. He's on a hospital, planet F. Here's a Roby. Look at that. We even put in the Madonna cones. That's how much we love you. We stayed true to the original series. We're like, can we do this? We're like, yeah, it'll be E10, but we'll do it.
Now let's blast it.
The original voices are back for the game. BJ Ward, Neil Ross, all the guys you love, they are back.
So once you beat them up sufficiently, it's time to form the Blazing Sword.
Sarkon Rubies,
But wait.
episode 51.
So long, Voltron.
Fire stingray missiles.
Lenny Wine. Ow! Voltron gone gangster!
November 29th and 30th on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network.
Nice.
$10.
Just $10 to play with my kid and relive my childhood for $10?
That's
You
right.
gotta be kidding me. That's so awesome.
There you go. Greg, who had Blue Line, right? And the good stuff. All right, well, Mattel has answered their call. And let me tell you, anybody, the Matty Collector, what they're doing with He-Man and all that crazy stuff, they threw down the gauntlet here. And Natalie, Scott, why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell them why you have the biggest, baddest ass Voltron toys going on. Sorry, kids.
We have the biggest, baddest Voltron toy because it is the baddest character ever. My name is Natalie So. I work on the brand marketing for the Voltron toys at Mattel.
I'm Scott Knightlick. I work on a lot of Mattel's collectible product and help run MattyCollector.com, which is the exclusive home for Voltron product.
That's right. So we are super excited to be a part of Voltron history. And at San Diego Comic-Con, we put out our first offering, which is this awesome Blazing Sword Voltron figure. It's a 6-inch figure, it's highly articulated, highly posable, and you can get your very own at the Mattel booth here at New York Comic Con.
Comes with both Blazing Sword and Unblazing Sword.
Yes, that's true.
Unblazing Sword, is that true?
And this packaging is pretty awesome too. It comes with sound effects if you press this button right here.
Gotta play something.
It's a time machine. It says we use 6.
Uncharted regions of the universe. Comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the
And we know that you guys have all been waiting for this. Next year, we are putting out a new line of lions and pilots that this giant Voltron is 23 inches tall.
Clear off your desk, move your Optimus Prime, get rid of your Thundercats. Your cubicle just got...
But keep at least one email.
You know you have to make room for 2 sets of these, right? One as the assembled Voltron, one as the pilots, which we have a picture of actually.
Do we? Where we go?
Yes.
There's Blazing Sword Voltron. Right?
Yes, so it comes in 5 sets. Basically, each set is 1 line, 1 pilot, and you can transform them from blind mode to Voltron mode, put them together and fight your Robies. Come with...
No.
Yeah,
Just showing you how
do
to
a live demo.
Lance is rebelling.
So what we did was we wanted to bring back the nostalgia for you guys, bring you back to the days when you had your very own Voltron toy, and also give our own unique take on the product. So what we did is, not only is this very authentic, but we also did our own unique features. So one of the things we have is an auto transformation feature that transforms it from Voltron mode to Lion mode. For example, this is my favorite part. So instantly the head pops down.
You have to say it.
I'll form the head. That's right.
That's awesome.
So
When girls say
starting in
that.
2012,
Family. I mean, I'll leave.
starting in 2012, you can get this at maddiecollector.com.
Let's give glances on that.
There we go. And actually, let's. You had an exclusive, right?
Yes,
The
we
club
had
line
an
for us?
exclusive for the fans who were in the know. You had a chance to pre-order this whole line, and for the fans who did the pre-order, you'll be able to get your very own Sven figure, which is the first time that Sven has ever been made into a toy.
How about that? You can do your own little Norwegian accent.
And if you missed it, I think we're giving away a membership to Club Lion Force, so this might be your last chance to get a Sven figure.
Someone here. Could it be you? Could it be you checking your BlackBerry? No, could it be? I think it's going to be you, kid. It's going to be like a Karate Kid story here. I love it. Perfect. Anybody got some questions for Let's get questions. Check. What do you got for Maddie Collector and certainly THQ, the video game? What do you got?
Are we going to see the vehicle Voltron as well?
Oh, yeah.
I have that question too. Vehicle Voltron. Who would buy Vehicle Voltron? San Diego. Don't call it Car Voltron. It's Voltron with roller skates. Respect. Here we go.
Yes. Are the articulation of the figures going to be similar to other figures of other industries?
Yeah, so the articulation of this product is very comparable to the articulation of the past Voltron toys. It's got a lot of articulation points. When you get your very own, you'll be able to play with it and pose it out.
And all of the pilots too are fully articulated. They're 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah.
So if they work perfectly with any. They all fit in the lines. All the pilots, which is a huge thing because I think we all remember the 2 Voltron toys and when we were kids. There was the die-cast one and there was one that fit the pilots, but neither one was quite perfect. This is it. This is the one we've waited for. Pilots fit in the lines. Pilots have swappable heads, so you can either have the helmeted head or the non-helmeted head.
The mulleted head or the non-mulleted head.
You can change Kate's mullet. It's awesome.
It's great. It's the Voltron toys you dreamed about as a kid, but you didn't have. But now you have a credit card. You can do it.
First, I want to say thanks for Pidge with the blowout. And also, is the on the sword, is it similar to the Masterpiece one where it's going to have a peg and a little circle up into the head so that it'll stay attached?
Well, it stays attached, yeah. There's a little peg inside, so it'll hold itself.
Thank you.
First of all, to THQ, thank you for finally getting us an awesome game. But to Maddie Collector, to those of the geeks in the room like me, are we ever going to get our own replica line activation key, or is that never going to happen?
So, actually, each set comes with a key. The key can be used to open the cockpits of each line so that you can fit your very own pilot inside each one. 5 keys.
I have a question for you.
He has a question for you.
For the Maddie collectors. I noticed that on the display when you had them earlier. Does the Yellow Lion's ears open? Or is it something that you guys took away due to budget?
Well, these ears move. You see the articulation points right here.
We do the mouth blades and weapons
Yes.
though and stuff. Did you guys help me? Did Yellow Lion's ears ever open on the show? I know we had like the sidearms and stuff. You tell me.
That
We're
was
being
something
authentic.
we looked at. I know just what you're talking about because the vintage die-cast toy, the Yellow Lions, these popped out, and the Blue Lion, this piece popped up. Those were things that were only in the toy, they weren't in the show. So we wanted to make it as show accurate as possible. It wasn't that we didn't want to spend the money or we wanted to cheap out. Our idea was to make it do what it does in the show. It's definitely possible we could revisit doing a more toy accurate version. Yes, with the extra pop out and with the earpiece that popped up on the Blue Lion, but it's not in this one. This one's show accurate.
One more question, then I want to show that trailer for THQ. Any video game questions too, or what do you got?
As far as the sword, are we going to be able to get that sword on its own at any point?
Not on its own, that's not in the works right now, but basically this sword and the shield come with the Black Lion set, and there's also a different collect and connect blazing sword. So each piece comes in each set, so when you collect all 5, not only can you build your giant Voltron, but you'll also have your very own collect and connect blazing sword.
Very cool. We'll do one more question because I want to show this. We want to show this trailer for the THQ. So we'll do one more question while Bob cues that up here. What do we got? We got a good one. Is this another one? What do we got? Where's the Albagas? What?
the video game, will it ever be going to Wii?
No love for the Wii.
Well, you know, never say never. We want to see what the fans have to say about the 360 and PS3 version. I think there's always opportunity. I think the main thing is that we want to start with something that we feel is a great fan service, and then build on that and take it where you guys want it to go. Just like the toys, just like the comics. So.
There's hope.
There is hope.
From days of long ago comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe.
For the first time ever, an all-new video game for Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. Voltron, defender of the universe. Battle King Zarkon's vicious rogues. Protect planet Eris. Defend the universe with the power of Voltron. Play solo or team with up to 4 Space Explorer friends to form the ultimate Voltron warrior. Voltron, defender of the universe. A legend is reborn.
Defenders of the universe.
And we got the creepy logo sound in there. Who loves the creepy web logo?
They have more downloadable content later on, or?
Yes.
Is Nanny a playable character?
There is a nanny mode.
There is a nanny mode. We named it nanny mode.
So we haven't really talked about the difficulty levels, but there is the nanny mode, which is a very simple. I played this with my son, the nanny mode version, because it lets him, hang out. We can play co-op, and it's a lot easier. But then there's beast mode, which is a little bit trickier, a little bit more involved.
When we test the game, I play on nanny mode, and I send Peter emails at 3 in the morning. What? How do I get past this level? Flip it to nanny mode. All right, what do we got?
Speaking of childhood, have you guys considered making like a Connect, PlayStation Move, Wii, Voltron game? Like, I know we've all run around and like, yeah, Voltron, like...
I don't do that.
You never?
Yeah, I do it work.
Made like a cardboard sword instead of like swinging at your friends?
Oh, yeah, dude, of course.
But yeah, have you guys considered it?
Well, I think this is the starting point, right? And we're hoping that we can bring it to Connect possibly down the road. It could make a lot of sense to be able to have this blazing sword and actually be able to use it. That could be pretty darn cool.
Couple more questions. What do we got?
For both groups, for the game, are you guys going to have something where you can unlock the new version of Voltron where it interchanges bodies? And same thing for the toys. Are you guys going to release a toy where like the red is the body in the head, or like how they have it in the cartoon now?
That's a great idea. Write it down.
This is why we're here, honestly, is for exactly what you guys are telling us. I think for the game itself, we want to make sure we have the fan service for the classic first, and then we have the ability to sort of take it to the new series and blend if that's where things should go. That's certainly a possibility.
Okay, what do we got here?
As for the game, you did mention that it is online and local co-op. Is it possible for you to take 2 people local co-op and go online with the rest of your friends?
You can play local co-op with 2, or you can play online, but you can't. Right now, it's not set up that you can play local and then take your local player team online. So it's 5 different locations, or two folks on 1 console.
Is there going to be any customization for the video game, like say upgrade stats? Like I noticed there was like some bars for stats for each individual line. Are you going to be able to upgrade that at any point?
Like River City Ransom?
Oh. Yeah, there you go. They are fixed, so you sort of pick the line that matches your style. If you're more melee, you pick one. If you're more shooter, sniper, you pick the green line. So it does. While you don't upgrade each line, you do pick the one that fits your gameplay style for sure.
I just wanted to ask, is this the beginning of the Voltron era for video games?
I hope so. You guys will tell us.
You hold the answers.
You will tell us for sure. when we find out.
Perfect. I think we need to give out some prizes. Let's give these.
I'll be taking you into custody now.
And you did. The Galaxy Alliance is united once again.
But at what price? To read you right by the big robot.
The chloride pierced something inside Voltron that we've never been able to crack before. Now that there's a hole in the Black Lion's piece of the Nexus, it's releasing all kinds of strange data. Things I can't even begin to decipher. Whatever it is, access to this Nexus could change the entire way Voltron works.
Now that Wade's been defeated, the Galaxy Alliance is on the verge of a fragile unity.
The very cusp of galactic reunification.
It's time I took my royal duties seriously. Starting now, with the Great Galactic Music Festival. I am gonna rock!
With so many from the Galaxy Alliance gathered in one place, it would be the perfect opportunity for Lotor to attack. I want to run a check on every performer before the event. See if they have any drool connections.
Huh? Dude, that was my camera!
Keith, lighten up. It's a music festival. For peace.
Vince and I found something you guys need to see. Now.
The video cuts out for a second when this came on.
Greetings, assembled masses.
Lotor? One of Lotor's men must have snuck in here and tampered with this video. The Hungarian shut down our Voltcons.
Welcome to the era of chaos.
Oh no.
Enjoy the show.
Oh no, 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 no.
We are under attack.
I saw Daniel wanted me to get trapped inside that thing.
I shall turn your festival into a mad circus of Hungarium.
You guys haven't tested these machines off planet yet. And Earth is pretty far away. Road trip! Awesome Tron! Blast off! I knew it! You're the new Voltron Force Cadet! You have no idea what you're missing! Dudley, I'm Voltron's biggest fan.
Did it just kiss Voltron?
Girls are intimidated by my body. This guy's definitely one line short of a Voltron. This is an exact replica of the Castle of Lions control room. I suppose this is Keith's actual blaster too. Sven's uniform. Vince, look at this detail. It's not a duplicate. It's the real deal. Larmina, where have you been? We have someone you have to meet. I promise you'll be impressed. What the? Now you get it? I told you I was Voltron's biggest fan! For Blazing Sword!
What's wrong, little buddy?
I can't get in touch with anyone from Balto. It's like my entire planet's gone off the grid.
For a technology-based planet, that certainly means something's off.
What is this place?
Don't you always claim to be descended from ninjas?
Ninja scientists.
Your people are very friendly.
They just must be infected with some kind of virus. Yeah, the zombie virus. They are zombies. They're ninja scientist zombies.
Now, go fetch me some more brains.
All they do is jump around and moan brains. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to get you, Larmina.
And they want to eat our brains.
What do you expect us to do, bitch? Run! At some point, shouldn't this day have to stop getting weirder?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I never imagined a day when the Lions would turn against us.
The Lions haven't turned against you. They are challenging you.
Jocktail.
But you shouldn't have come here.
Can't be you.
Our key to the blue light. I am King Lotor.
Princess, you'll ride with me.
The deal has
has changed. Whoa, hey! Don't make me crank the heat. Doesn't this guy ever learn? Apparently not. Oh, have I waited for this moment? Victory will be mine! Who talks like that? I believe our nemesis just requested Voltron, and Voltron he'll get. Team, get ready for battle. Who knows what Lotor's Robies has to throw at us? Sonic Hungarian! That is so not good! Hold steady! Hang on! Here comes another wave! I think it's time to see what Green Line can do for Voltron. Cool! Green Center! We're going green!
Voltron Force.